Hello everyone, I just wanted to have a little chat about Thor, Love and Thunder from 2022. This is the fourth Thor film. I'm not sure how many other the Avengers have had a fourth film. Um, he may have been, he's the first and only one, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, so that says a lot for if you want to look into it on a deeper level, why he was chosen um by Disney, Marvel Studios to get the fourth one. Whether that was just because it just aligned like that, where like his character is where he is in the universe, whereas other yeah, Iron Man and Captain America are sort of are not in the picture at the minute. So I guess, but yeah, you can deep it like that, and you can ask yourself why he's the one with the fourth film. He's the comedy, he's the humor, he's silly. It's Chris Hemsworth. He's a he's a buff dude. I think he likes enjoying. He enjoys playing form. Plays. I think I've read that he enjoys playing like the goofier version of Thor, but I could be wrong. Um, Not sure how long he'll want to play that role, but I'm sure at this time in juncture in his career, he's probably getting all the offers that are available to him. So yeah, Love and Thunder. I greatly enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. That's the third film from a few years ago, and that's by Taika Waititi as well. He's a director. I'm not sure how much he write as well, write a script. He did Ragnarok, and now he's done Love and Thunder. Um, and Ragnarok is one of my favorite Marvel films. Um, Love and Thunder, no, no way, not for me. I mean, it was good. I reluctantly say that. I mean, I say I loved, I really liked certain parts of it. Certain parts of the action, the humor, the relationship between Thor and Jane. I really like the relationship actually. Um, More so probably because of Jane and the actor. I love the actor, so even though she plays a different role here, not sure if it's just me who noticed, but like, or maybe I haven't watched enough of her films, but she's really putting on a different character. I've never seen her play it like this. She gets like more into like the silliness of forced silliness at times, which is really like startling to see from her. But yeah, it was welcome. Actors are certainly welcome to like switch up their acting style, and obviously it fit the film. Where she didn't have to be like that. That's what I kind of mean. She didn't have to, but the script called for it. Yeah, it was nice seeing her back. She's been away for a while. And like she's Lady Four. Does she know, or does she like being? I don't know. But she's got four, got a thunder now. She's got the powers because she's going through her own trials in on Earth. Seeing her as four and seeing how she buffed up. I don't know why that's been not being talked about enough in like the papers and news outlets. Like that should be like more strength to her. She got. Hopefully she done it in a safe manner. Uh I don't support anyone being forced to do something and doing it in an unhealthy manner, like bulking up to that muscular level. But she did it, and well done. And I just wish, yeah, like well done to her, Natalie Portman. Yeah. So okay. My main gripe, even though I like Ragnarok, this one's just like too silly. Like Thor's world was destroyed. So he knows the devastation that like destruction causes, and like how his home life is wrecked, and he's constantly like just like been depressed for like many films, and like he feels he isn't hasn't got a place and he doesn't want to connect with them. So yeah, his place, his home world was destroyed, or his city was destroyed or whatnot. And so he should know more than anyone in the Marvel universe how sensitive one should be with those sort of things. And he is the hero. He's a god, and like so he chose to save these people at the beginning of the film with the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? He defeated this whole army single handedly. Just went insane with like some ACDC, maybe perhaps rock music playing. It was really really cool. He's busting everyone up with his new weapon. Um, and like Taika Waititi and like everyone involved in the film allowed Thor to like destroy this like race of aliens temple. I, how can you advocate for that? I don't understand. Like you can make Thor as silly as you want, um, but to go back on himself in like the continuity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for him to go through so much and then to destroy the temple, it doesn't make sense and it's stupid and it's ridiculous. Much as he can be a silly, goofy fella, he shouldn't be doing that. Um, yeah, Valkyrie, she's always cool to see. She wasn't like pushed out the door totally in this film, which was cool. You know, like how because it's like mainly about Jane and Thor, you could see you with foresight you could think, oh my god, she's gonna get pushed out the door now. It won't like, but you know, she got a generous amount of screen time, since she's king of Asgard and whatnot. So yeah, always great to see her. Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. Now, I mean, it's just another phenomenal actor entering into the MCU, isn't it? That's no surprise. Um, and yeah, I love the makeup. CGI around him when he was at the beginning was like crap. Like the thing with Marvel now, because they made so much money and they've had so much success, they're getting lazy with it now. It's just CGI all over the gaff, like it was prior, like all I don't know 23 films and whatnot and the series, but they're just getting lazy with it now. They know that like they don't have to impress anymore, you know. But yeah, Christian Bale as Gore was pretty cool. He was cool. Like I loved his cadence, his voice. He got to do more of his like natural um, uh, speech and tone, which is pretty nice to see after all these like portraying Americans and whatnot. Um, yeah, I liked his sort of I liked his motive for going around killing gods. It's not a very creative or new motive. It's been seen time and time again, but I don't know. It just works when it's him, you know. And he wasn't totally pushed out the door either. I mean, that's been said by other reviews. I mean, yeah, he probably could have got more. Actually, it would have benefited the film if he had more. If he was interlude like cut into the film more at different times, just being like either like contemplative about his own decisions or just being evil, that would have been cool. And also, so like there's a part there's like the children of Asgard get taken by Gore, and they're just trapped in this little weird, really cool little like skeleton bone sort of like vessel structure. They can't get out, you know. And that was really cool. They were just stuck on this like grey, desolate moon or something. Um, but like they were just left there. So like Thor had like this unlocked this like vision through a previous character in MCU. His son is one of the children, so he gifted Thor like this power to like to become like an apparition and appear in front of the kids in his cage, just to like make sure they're all doing well and so they're not so scared. And like that happened like 3 or 4 times, and each and every time it was the same thing. Thor would say, "Kids, I'm the dude. I'm gonna save you all. Don't be scared." The kids would say, "I'm a little bit scared," you know. And then Thor would get bored and then go back home. And that happened like 4 times. They could have done something more with those scenes. Um, yeah, towards the end, like the end fight, as the MCU's common trait is to have like a big bad battle at the end, which is cool to see. With stakes as well, yeah, with really big stakes, and I was shocked at the ending, you know, after like the silly tone that carries through the film, it ends, you know, it's yeah, on a deeper note then yeah, it levels out all the silliness. Yeah, so they're my gripes with the film. I've got a lot of gripes. Like so I enjoyed my time with it. I think it's under maybe an hour 50 minutes. Um, I enjoyed it, but not for the most part. You know, I no, I would like to see a different direction. Um, now with Thor, perhaps. I don't mind his comedic tone. Like I said, I love Ragnarok. It's just this one was just too far, and you're taking liberties now. Um, oh, one final gripe, man. They go to like this like god convention, so we have all these gods. Apparently gods, man. But like they're so like superficial and like they're scared of the God Butcher because he's got this bad boy sword that can just slay all these gods, right? So they're all hiding out. and like you've got Zeus, and like so you see like how DC do Zeus. That's like this 300 Spartan Zeus, muscular dude ready to take on the whole world. Then you've got the MCU's Zeus, which is more in line with like the comedic tone of MCU. So he's like he's played by Russell Crowe, and he's like don't get me wrong, I actually loved his at first I was like, what accent is he putting on, and then it like warmed to me. I just loved the thing. I didn't like the accent, but I liked how Russell Crowe used the accent and the words, and like how his speech pattern with the accent. Um, but he kept on referencing something that I really don't think should be in like a kids film. I'm sure like maybe Thor is like not necessarily PG, but perhaps 12A. And he kept on referencing something that like I just don't see why Disney allow that sort of thing to be in like children's films. But other than that, there's his lightning bolt, the iconic lightning bolt that was used in a great way. After a few silly moments where it's used, but like it's eventually used in a great way in that scene. You got these like mad two little goats, man, and you got Thor's mate. Can't remember his name, but like some rock dude. He's always funny. With that New Zealand accent, always a great companion. So yeah, that's got a lot of like I had to watch it. It was wasn't I was tempted by it. Whilst it was in the cinema and whatnot, but I wasn't like it didn't do enough for me to go and warrant going and seeing it. But I eventually checked it out now, and yeah, that was for Love and Thunder.